This. Okay, it's on. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Today, I am working on my Roblox game here, and I'm gonna show you. Well, I'm not spoiling that much, but look at little dude here. I don't care about this guy. Shut up. Anyways, let me get this. Let me group this into a model. Now I just have to put it here. This part that goes. Yeah, oh yeah, there's a tornado, by the way. Sorry if you hear like tornado sirens in the distance. If not, that's good. I don't really care. I'ma do my stuff. Probably A minor. I'm gonna take a drink of my white chocolate mocha milk cappuccino. Frappuccino. With cappuccino candy in it. Okay. So let's get back to work. So this is gonna be a good game. But I don't want to spoil it for any. What the who in the world splattered their stuff in here? Okay, it's gone. Who in the world is that daring though to do that? Like, yeah, but I bet y'all can think, who is doing this? Who keeps splattering their stuff on the wall? Yeah, but y'all probably know what this part is. Hold on, I gotta do this. Boom, boom, boom. Get stuff. Like, Drake, why can't you stop? Like, it's a minor, Drake. Like, why can't you just get some adult? Like, don't you get enough from your tracks? I probably sound weird right now for singing. I do not care. We're moving this to the side a little bit more. Wait. No, it can't be. No. It's not that bad anyways. I selected the freaking wall. Perfect. That's really good actually. So you do this, you're running and close this part off. Perfect, and then we block this part off. I know I'm yapping, I do not care. Okay. Perfect. Now we need black fog. That tastes amazing. Anyways, let's get some dark fog. I love the taste of Frappuccino mixed with cappuccino candy. Chimpanzini bananini mararia tortilla. And yes, if any of y'all had heard that on YouTube before, I made that. Mararia tortilla is my little meme. My meme. My meme. My key me hi why I please tell me that's collision. I swear to freaking God, if this... This better collide with me. What the f... Ah! What the... Bro, that's just sad. Anyways, let me do this. It's my time. It fell. It freaking... Ah! Bro. We need collisions on. This is sad to me. I mean, there's not that many, so I can definitely can collide. Yes. And then anchor it too. We want it anchored. Perfect. I forgot to say. I'm not going to spoil it for Eddie. You are kidding. You are kidding. Why do I always have to do this again? Do not look at the subway folder. That's nothing. Nothing of your interest, okay? Nothing of your interest. Why did it have to go all the way down here? Freaking thing, get out of my way. Like, I'm looking. Can I move this? Unfortunately, I cannot move it. Stop bringing it to my... Ah! Whenever I want to do something like that, I have to do it like this because the freaking camera thing's in my way. Freaking move! Perfect. Good. More of my coffee.
Now we're back. We've gone back about 45 minutes here, and if we play forward, it'll show you the severe thunderstorm warning popping up on screen. Tornado warning right after. We're talking about this cell kind of near Bellevue. That's what the National Weather Service is
Zayden ASMR. Yeah.
As this merges together, hopefully that's probably so.
Perfect. Now I should not be able, but why did I just phase through the... I swear to freaking God, if this is non-collidable, I am gonna scream my butt off.
Super close together. When you get a couplet right on top of each other, meaning the green showing air moving towards the radar in the storm, the red showing air moving away from the radar inside the storm. When that's right up against each other, that's really not a good sign. In this indication, you see a little bit of gray in there, so that's an indication that the couplet's not super tight, but this storm is rotating up in the sky, what we call the mesocyclone. So it looks like that's what's...
Yeah, these have collide on.
I don't think we've gotten any confirmed...
I was about the blocked stuff. Where's the blocked?
You probably know there's some funnels in the sky, or at least
What the...
maybe a wall cloud developing. So if you live in Council Bluffs, Carter Lake...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Stay in that safe shelter a little bit longer.
So you mean that the part is uncollidable? Oh yeah, the part is that, and then the... Where's the other part at? What? Where's the other part at?
A lot of rainfall coming down here.
Whatever, man.
Like any hail coming down right now. Most of the hail is kind of in West Omaha, so and that hail size looks like it's shrunk quite a bit, which is a good sign there. But a lot of cars moving through in downtown Omaha.
What?
And some good rainfall coming down. Hopefully that's the only hazard folks feel in downtown Omaha. Most of the rotation now is shifting east of downtown Omaha. We're more worried about Council Bluffs. Really, if you live in Omaha, you could, I would maybe stay in your tornado safe.
Okay.
Really want to be safe, but the rotation is mostly moving east in the Council.
I mean, whatever. It's nothing on my interest. I can just make my own floor, and that can be good. Like, put it on this here. You see? Scale it down enough. anchor it, transparency it, and then I can just whoop. Hey, keep going. Why are you stopping? What is the collisions on? No. Now get back to work. No one was talking to you. And everyone, I swear to God, if you can't even, what the hey, yo, this race. Please tell me you're unable to go up here. Of course you're not able to, because this game's a freaking idiot. This game is not fair. What do you mean again? I'm actually overreacting. Turn the collisions on. Why can't I turn the collisions? Turn collisions. I do not care if you don't want to. Turn on your freaking collisions or I'll bust your brains out. Not kidding. This is freaking... Oh. What is all this? But tell me about these tracks. It says can collide. But like, what do you mean? I can't collide with it. Freaking it's not fair to me anymore, man. I'm overreacting. Oh, I don't want to scrap this idea. That's where a lot of this heavier rain is coming down right now. And there's not a good indication of hail anymore. The National Weather Service has dropped. Why is it like this? The old map is freaking tilted! Hail has kind of dropped off in size. That's allowed the National Weather Service to drop a severe thunderstorm warning. Now the main threat is the rotation inside these clouds and the reason that there's a tornado warning. Why? So I'm going to rewind back a little bit, give you guys an idea of what happened. So first here, now we're looking at 424. That's where we were really worried about hail. You can see the black dot there inside the severe thunderstorm warning. That was where we had the hail for. And now that tapered off a little bit as we got towards 430.
In Pat County, a train spotter reports a wall cloud with possible rotation about 4 miles west of Council Bluffs.
That's going to go too high up. Okay. That is blocking it.
Fast forward this. And this kind of goes along with what we've been seeing. There's just going to be a lot of rotation in the sky with this storm. No indication.
It's never going to come out.
Green going towards the radar, the red moving away from the radar. That's kind of the mesocyclone in the storm as it rotates there. So, haven't got it. We said 1,000 power outages right now. Okay, so there's probably some gusty winds inside here as well, along with a lot of that hail that came down earlier. Just to give you an idea of the rotation inside the clouds.
I can't take this, man!
Away from the radar. We have winds moving at 38 miles per hour. So that's the rotation right there as that moves east of Omaha. Now it's, in the Council Bluffs area.
Freaking
so
move.
In Council Bluffs, stay in that tornado safe place until this passes here. This is now kind of out of the downtown Omaha area. And even up near Carter Lake there, you can see a little porting away. So again, I'm going to go back to reflectivity here. Okay, it looks like we got another live look. Okay.
A lot of the indication of large hail is pretty much done, so that's the reason there's no severe thunderstorm warning. There's going to be torrential rainfall, and the clouds are going to look pretty ominous outside. Probably a little rotation inside the clouds, but for a lot of folks driving around,
there's going to be torrential rainfall, and the clouds are going to look
no idea there could be a tornado warning, but again, that's because of the rotation in the clouds right now.
So a lot of folks driving around probably no idea there could be a tornado warning. But again, that's because of the dam. But when you have this amount of, okay, so that's tightened up a little bit. Okay, there's a look from Charles Schwab. You can see that looks pretty ominous there. I don't see any lowering in the clouds right now, so that's a good sign there. But I mean, just looking at the velocity loop here, with the green going toward the red going away from the radar, that looks like it might have tightened up a little bit.
No.
Focus area. If we were going to look for tornadoes dropping from the sky, and I know you see this down here. So that could be
Why? I've been working for 15 minutes now.
Outside of that tornado warning, we're looking right about here. This is where the greatest rotation is inside that thunderstorm. So if a tornado were to drop, it'd be in this area there. So again, this is outside of downtown Omaha right now.
This into the freaking subway. Please work.
East into Potawatomi County. If you live in Council Bluffs, though, that's where
All I really want is for this to work.
The lowest level of your home.
Shut up.
In the lowest level of your home. If you don't have a basement, the most interior room of your home would be a good bet here as we move into the next few
This is
months.
not good. Perfect. This is good, but come on though. The boulder isn't even coming down. What do you mean I don't go? I worked so hard.
But when you have such strong toward and away looking at the radar, there's certainly potential for there to be a wall cloud right there.
I worked so hard on this.
That could eventually end up being a tornado on the ground. So here's a look at the possibility. Okay.
This is so hard.
East of Council Bluffs.
Why is it stuck?
It does look pretty ominous out there. There's no great indication. Not a terrific vantage point there, but it doesn't.
This isn't fair.
Can they take a fall?
So looking at radar here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that's probably the eastern edge.
So
there.
unbelievably hard on this game.
Off to the east in that radar image, there's probably even a little bit more light, less darkness, maybe even some filtered sunshine. But off to the west from that vantage point, which is, I believe, where we're looking here, is where there's rotation in the sky. Looks like we're pulled over here, kind of getting a good look. So yeah, maybe some scud clouds as air rises up into that thunderstorm there. So it's going to look nice outside, that's for sure. So if you live in the area east of Council Bluffs, that's a good time for you to seek safe shelter as this storm continues to move off to the north and the east. And even if you do live in Council Bluffs, I mean, you're going to get some torrential rainfall kind of coming down at this moment right now. And this is the area here where you're kind of seeing almost a hook shape develop. So that would mean air kind of moving towards the storm, rising in this direction, and then air descending in the opposite direction. So the rotation in the sky. And then you pair that with velocity right now. And it's a little bit further north there, but kind of same vicinity, where you're seeing wind moving towards the radar up here, that's the green, and away from the radar, a big rotation up here in the sky. And it's not super tight together. When you see this gray area in between the toward and the way of the radar, in between the mesocyclone, get really tight together. And we're still pretty close to the radar, so we're getting a pretty decent image here, but that would...
It's exposing the outside. This is not fair anymore.
Tornado being on the ground.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
Park County Emergency Management says that a crescent spotter could see the wall cloud from north of Council Bluffs, but advised no rotation.
Okay, so that's a good sign there. And that lines up just with what we're seeing on radar. north of Council Bluffs, just north and east of Council Bluffs, where we're seeing that rotation up in the sky. So again, if you live in that area, it's kind of right on Haynesville Boulevard, near Franklin Avenue, probably a little bit north of Franklin Avenue, where we're seeing that rotation up in the clouds. And it's going to be dark, ominous. There's going to be a lot of rain in here, so it's tough to spot things whenever that's the case. And there's our latest updated scan, so it looks like it might even got a little bit tighter. There's the previous scan.
I don't think they would be able to get out of the way in that time.
So it kind of shows you right where we're looking here, right over Canesville Boulevard and College Road. Would kind of be the cross streets there of where the tightest rotation is in the sky. And just to go back to reflectivity here, you might even have a little bit of hail in this storm. Yep, severe thunderstorm warning. I'm assuming that's for hail in Potawatomi County.
Oh, I think I know what to
So
do
right here
now.
north of Council Bluffs. We'll zoom in a little bit more.
Ooh,
Green
I have an
Avenue,
idea.
Mud Hollow Road.
It's
State
quite
Highway
freaking easy to
183, I
do.
believe that's where you might be getting some decent
So
hail,
you see how it's
inside
kind
this
of hard in
thunderstorm.
order to
That would
do
be
this?
north of
Well,
Council Bluffs.
I could have done this
And
this
then
entire
the
time.
rotation up in the sky is more in this vicinity here. So south
See
and
that?
east of where you see
And I could
that
just
current hail pool.
stop.
I just want to zoom out a little bit. So
Ah!
bearings. Again, if you live in downtown Omaha,
Okay,
you're kind of
get this part
right
again,
now. You're probably not even
and then
getting
do
much
this.
rain. But if you live north and east of Omaha, where
See?
the storm's kind of riding
Now
along the
that is a
coast right there,
ramp, I
you can
call.
see a little bit of a notch forming right there. It's not a great
Then
notch.
we can
It's not
just
an
go ahead and do
indication
that.
of, oh my gosh, there's a
Do
tornado
that.
on the ground. But there is
And
kind
then
of rising up in the storm from this
we can call
They're
me
descending in this direction, causing a little bit of rotation
copy.
right there.
Little update, Luke.
Delete
So
this.
the National Weather Service is letting the
Up here.
tornado warning go on the Pat County style.
Okay.
They're still
Into the
displaying rotation on the
subway.
radar, though, and they say it's
Station
broad. They're going to
2.
keep monitoring that,
It's
but
up
for
here
now they're
now,
going to
and then
continue
we
with just a severe
bring it down.
thunderstorm warning.
Okay, so that's a great sign there. The severe thunderstorm warning for the hail, the tornado warning, obviously for the rotation inside the storm,
Okay, perfect.
where we thought the possibility.
And
of a
then
tornado.
we make
And we got a shot
jumping
here just south of
impossible.
Council Bluffs. Again, it doesn't look like, from this vantage point, it's tough to see, but I don't see much rotation in the sky, although
And
I've
then
been using this adjective a lot, but it's going to look ominous, it's going to look dark outside. You'll probably see some low-hanging clouds in
we
the
could do
area.
this.
Those low-hanging
Coffee
clouds are
break.
likely scud clouds where air is rising up into the thunderstorm, but nothing dropping so low from the clouds that gives you an indication that there would be a tornado on the ground. Yep.
What the heck do you mean it didn't get him?
Is,
All right.
South of Crescent,
I think I get it.
east of
It's
Council
too
Bluffs,
high up.
kind of right on Canesville Boulevard, where we're seeing that the greatest.
So I have to do this, but let's just hope the player can't go over it, because that'd be bad.
Like there is, but if there were to be, it would be in this area right here.
It goes over it.
So if you do
Let's
live in that
go.
area,
I
still,
fixed
you know,
it.
be in your
The
tornado
problem's
safe place.
fixed.
Tornado warning.
Okay.
With the greatest rotation in that area.
Actually,
on,
let's make a
Canesville
ceiling,
Boulevard, kinda near
because I'm not
north of College
having
Road,
snow to
where
be
we're
the
seeing that
ceiling.
great rotation there.
That would just be
Another look
silly.
at reflectivity. Okay, so now we're seeing a little
So
bit
let's
of that
do
push
this,
in. So
duplicate
that's
that, and
not a
then
good indication
change the
there. The rotation's not still
materials.
super tight. And again, there's hail up here north of that area, north of Council Bluffs, northeast of Carter Lake.
How about tiles?
So kind of two threats.
Yeah,
going on
ceramic
right now. If you wanna
tiles.
talk
That's
about
good. That's
hazards
good.
Inside severe thunderstorms, you have the hail going on up here, and again, that's north of Council Bluffs, just on the Iowa side of the river. And then
Perfect.
down
Hold on real
south,
quickly.
just
Hold
south
on.
of there, where there's some rotation in the sky, indicating it's the reason for the tornado warning. The little mesocyclone here. So a pretty good torn away right there.
Down.
Still not super tight. We'll kind of show you a little evolution of this.
Aha.
So there's as it was right over Council Bluffs. This was
Perfect.
about 444.
Now we have a ceiling.
Kind of broadened a little bit, broadened quite a bit right there.
Now let's do some decorating.
There, that's a
Because honestly, that would be kind of good.
That's a better sign right there. You can see how it broadened. You see more gray in between. The torn away is not quite as close together. So
I meant to
that's
do
a good sign
plant,
the storm may be
not
weakening a little bit and the
plat.
tornado potential shrinking.
Perfect.
So
Hey, Luke.
So,
We are getting some questions
I think the
about
most
the
realistic
system
looking one is the
southwest
potted
side of the
plant.
metro.
okay, yeah, I see a little
And
bit of
that would
rotation
kind of
inside
fit
the clouds.
it.
Just to the south. You said the southwest side of the metro, Bill?
We just have some folks curious about if there's anything they need to worry about with this one.
So if you live near Gretna,
Perfect.
Springfield, down near Ashland,
And then what?
Utan, just south of Valley, there is a lot of heavy
We need
rain going on in
lights.
this area. There doesn't look like there's any hail going on. There may be some gusty
Oh, perfect.
winds,
Ceiling lights. They have
but there's
ceiling.
not quite the potential we have with this storm that's just moved.
Well, I
east
guess
of
we don't
Omaha.
need
So
this
if you live in Utan,
anymore.
Gretna, Springfield,
Is that
it's
it?
still probably inside at this
No.
current moment, but there's no tornado threat. It looks like
Where's
right
the
now.
braid?
There's certainly no large hail coming down either. Well, it looks like
There it is.
a little bit north of Gretna,
Perfect.
you might be getting a little bit of hail there. But the
Get
greater
the ceiling
hail threat,
light.
the larger hail threat, we could say, still kind of east of Omaha.
You put that
and,
to
probably just
ceiling.
east of Council Bluffs there. We'll go back to reflectivity here, and I'll zoom all the way out just so folks can kind of get an idea of everywhere we're examining here. It looks like near Crete, Saline County, another severe thunderstorm warning. Hand this up so you can see where we're looking. So another severe thunderstorm warning in this area, probably for some gusty winds and maybe some pea-sized hail as well. Doesn't look like a great indication of hail in there. Maybe they just saw some gusty winds, which is what it looks like near Crete. But again, this doesn't really rival the storm that's right over Omaha right now that's producing, it looks like some larger hail again. That's right near Council Bluffs.
Oh wait, I have an idea. We level it right at that tile. Then we level it at this tile. Now I'm doing it good. And that's like 10 more to go. Which is sad, because, well, this is tiring, and I'm tired. Which I should be drinking my coffee right now. What? What? Wait. No.
Creating that little hook shape there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they end up putting another tornado warning on that. This is of that.
What the heck, man?
They're saying quarter-inch hail at Trail Ridge and Mount Vernon, Council Bluffs.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, God.
So here's Council Bluffs. We rewind here just to about 450 or so. That was when that larger hail was probably right over or some
Oh my God.
hail over Council Bluffs. And now as we
Group into a model.
There's 501.
Duplicate this model.
A little bit more, and it looks like the storm's reorganized a little bit. And that
Try my best to level it at the same exact tile. Will you follow my directions?
Wait, so we're looking east of Council Bluffs on I-80. That looks pretty dark out there.
Just level it correctly.
Almost looks like a motor that we're looking. You said they're east of Council Bluffs. I assume looking to the east there, right into the storm. So this is kind of the vicinity of where
This is happening to everyone else.
That's probably the rotating updraft there.
And Luke, I believe we have our producers.
This is not fair to me.
Into the news station, but it looks like along Saddle Creek Boulevard and in some other spots of the metro, all of this torrential rain has created some street flooding, and it looks like there are some vehicles.
Stop freaking doing this, man.
Okay. There was a lot of heavy rain, especially over downtown Omaha. Not at the current moment, but not long ago. If you were in downtown Omaha 30 minutes ago, a lot of torrential rain coming down. And further off to the south and west now, if you live near Gretna, Falco, Springfield, Utan, Skyline, that's where a lot of heavy rain's going to be coming down. And this is all kind of shifting up to the north and the east. So if you live in Omaha, it's probably not going to be long until you have more torrential rain coming down. So that velocity, or that reflectivity loop kind of shows what I'm talking about here. So near Ashland at 436, and as we progress the radar forward towards the current time now, all this is probably going to move on the north side of maybe the metro. So if you live in downtown Omaha, there's a good chance.
Why the heck is there a tree connected to
The thing
it?
is, there's no severe thunderstorm warning on this at all, so there's probably not a lot of large hail in there. So hopefully that stays that way as it moves north into Omaha. We got another live look here. Right.
Center.
And where's this live look again? Just east of Council Bluffs on I-80. So yeah, we're looking at probably a rotating updraft here. looking in this vicinity here, east of Council Bluffs on I-80. Very ominous look in the sky, and you can certainly tell that that's probably a rotating updraft there. There's no tornado warning on it right now, which is a good thing. If we switch this to velocity mode, that couplet's not super tight together. It's a mesocyclone, so all that's rotating in this vicinity here, just south of Weston, west of McClellan, south of Crescent, east of Council Bluffs. A lot of rotation in the sky there, but as long as that couplet doesn't get closer together, we've mentioned the couplet quite a few times, when the green on the velocity loop and the red on the velocity loop, once that kind of gets closer together, it tightens a little bit. So it actually did just a little bit here on this most updated radar image. So that'd be an indication of good rotation in the sky. But once that gets really close together, then we'd be a lot more concerned about a tornado on the ground. But that's... All right, we got another live look here. Okay, east of Council Bluffs, where they're starting to see hail. And they're on the south side, I assume, of this storm, looking up into it. So that's kind of in the area where the mesocyclone would be. They're kind of looking on from Council Bluffs on I-80 up into the storm here. Here's I-80.
No! Why? Oh, this always happens to me.
So are they
when I never even open it.
If you could, because the hail is kind of moving in that direction.
Hey.
Just in between Crescent and Weston.
No.
Okay. Alright, if we switch over to build density. So we still got a live look here.
Starbucks is amazing.
And there could be a little bit of lowering in the sky where they're looking. There's no tornado warning on it right now, just because there hasn't been a good indication that is
perfect.
That lowering of the cloud is dropping towards the ground. So it doesn't look like it is.
Now what else would be good for decoration here?
In that area. And you can see the classic kind of hook shape here.
It does seem benches. Benches are like the main part.
Especially when you look at the velocity loop, where you see the rotation inside the clouds, the red area of the kind of the clouds moving away from the radar, and the green, the clouds moving towards the radar. And then when you pop up build density, which this gives us an idea of the liquid inside a column of air inside the thunderstorm, gives us an idea of the hail size, really. And that's some pretty large hail, kind of in the western area. Okay. Thank you, Caitlin. So, again, that's this storm here.
Please don't tell me that the benches have seats.
Shade area. You see the magenta color. And look,
why? Why?
That is probably for the hail that's falling on.
Shut up.
On the thunderstorm here.
But why?
The darker shades, magenta, the black shade.
Shut up.
What we call inside the thunderstorm. That's where if you live near.
But why? Why so many seats?
You can pull your car inside. Honey Creek, even, although this might move east of you. Neola, if you have the chance to pull your car inside the
anyways, that's good.
Covered area, it looks
we
like
duplicate.
although it's not moving very quickly,
and the reason that I don't want it like that is because, well, players will get stuck if they sit in it because there's no jumping height or power. So they will be stuck there for the rest of the entire game. Well, stuck there forever. Unless they restart the game anyways, of course.
There's not a great indication of that near Gretna as that gets closer to the I-680 and I-480 loop there. But there's going to be a lot of torrential rainfall. If we put on lightning here, you can kind of see what I mean. Near Gretna, Ashland, there's going to be a lot of lightning strikes. If you're looking west in downtown Omaha. Okay, this is another shot here in Council Bluffs.
What do you mean, no?
Darker, maybe a little bit of light rain coming down. But in a lot of areas in Council Bluffs, there's probably not a ton of heavy rain coming down at this moment. You're going to get some torrential downpours, but this look right here is going in that direction. You might even see some lightning strikes pop up there soon.
And that severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster, Saline, and Seward counties has just expired out to the west.
Okay, perfect. So we'll probably see that come off our screen here soon. But
realistic bench.
This thunderstorm down here in Saline County, right, Caitlin?
Celine,
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we'll see that come up here momentarily. And that was probably for small hail, and there was some gusty winds in there a little bit ago when we looked at that. And now,
Well,
if
you're
in
lucky
downtown
you didn't,
Omaha, this storm here that's just west of Omaha.
if I didn't pick you up late at
Douglas County,
school
Sarpy
because
County,
all the
it's
kids had to
lightning
go in the
there.
basement for
Not
like a
severe
half an
thunderstorm
hour.
warning, but that heavy rain is probably going to move into the Omaha area, the downtown Omaha area, fairly soon. But again, all eyes are on this storm just south and west of Underwood, west of McClellan, east of, well, it's kind of on top of Crescent. With the area we've been watching for hail, you kind of got to check off the lightning to really see it. But that's a good sign there. You don't see as much of that darker black shade in there, indicating a really strong hail core. But there is still this kind of hook shape here. It just looks like a somewhat organized thunderstorm here, at least the most organized thunderstorm we currently have over the area.
And Luke, I did put a track on that storm that's now moving out over Crescent. It'll be in the Underwood area around 523, Neola 533, Minden 547, and Shelby at 603 if that holds together.
Okay,
We
perfect.
also have an update from OPPD for Douglas County, about 900 power outages right now, just as from the storm now starting to move back in.
This looks like it was made by AI or something.
Yeah.
This whole room. And the subway. Kind of creepy too. Coffee.
But just torrential rainfall is also coming down in some of these storms. So that's also
What?
We gotta go to bed in like 4.5 hours.
I do not care, Mom. Leave me alone.
No, that was not the deal. So next time I won't buy it for you.
We can probably move back to regular programming.
I really only got it for my game.
Take our 5 o'clock newscast.
I told you
Really
Friday you could
the
drink
threat
it.
inside this storm here that's east of Crescent. A lot of the heavy rain is
I do not
right
care
over Crescent right
whatsoever.
now, west of McClellan. We're watching for the hail inside some of these darker shades inside the thunderstorm. And then also you see kind of this hook shape there where there's still rotation inside that storm. No tornado
What the?
warning on it right now, but still a severe
I was not selecting both of the freaking pieces of snow.
County here. So once we have our bearings, maybe we go ahead and take our 5 o'clock newscast here as this continues to move north and east out of the Omaha. Okay, we'll zoom out real quick.
I want this to be realistic. Whatever.
Warning, but just for Potawatomi County, it looks like they trimmed the warning. A lot of heavy rainfall west or east of Gretna there. That's all moving towards Omaha. There's not a severe thunderstorm warning on that right now. You might get a little bit of small hail in Omaha here in the coming 30 minutes, we'll say. And there's also this severe thunderstorm warning near Crete in Saline County.
Mom, what decorations should I add to this subway? The subway. Like, what decorations? No, I'm like talking to the mic. What decorations?
A ticket stand. You have to have a ticket.
No, you can already have tickets.
What about the escalators?
No. Say it into...
Posters.
Oh, yes! Yes, we should add posters. What is that thing? What? Mosquito returns? Oh! I guess I could add like a frickin'... That kind of does ruin the horror aspect of this game. And this Maxwell poster. This is both a gallery and a frickin' subway. Okay, let's actually get frickin'... Yes.
One Karen after another tries their luck with the cops. Will they get away with it?
I sort of don't want these here. That ruins the horror aspect.
Here are 5 cases when delusional Karens disrespect cops and it backfires. Number 5. Neighbor's home invaded by pregnant woman. A pregnant woman's erratic behavior escalates into a confrontation with police after she breaks into a neighbor's apartment. The incident begins when the apartment's occupant calls the police, reporting that the woman has smashed a window and entered his home without permission. Upon arrival, officers find the woman inside and begin questioning her about her actions.
She's still inside now? Does she live with you? Does she live with you at all? You know her? Yeah, I know her, but she just broke down. Before I was asleep. That's why I'm like, who is she to you? Yeah, if you would have to relinquish that aid, it'll be on the forehead. What's her name? Huh? Fanta?
What freaking name is that?
Fanta?
Yes.
Hey, Fanta. Come down here. What's going on? She got knocked on third by this apartment. And she jumped me and stuff. And she just sparked me with her license and she got his car. So what do you mean? He let me stay because it's like on my mama. They jumped me on my phone. Now they're going to my mama right now. She's on her way. Yes, but she's not at her age. I guess she's 16. She's not her age.
Stop!
How'd you do it?
Freaking cat.
You broke the door? Yes. She's white. She got 2 cuts on her lips. And cause I'm like, I knocked the door and he opened the door and he's like, I'm up to 2 o'clock.
Tons of people went missing in the subway. You'll have to like that aesthetic. The aesthetic of the people missing.
I got a red balloon.
No! This is not Pennywise!
Defensive from the start, she tries to justify her presence by citing her pregnancy and an alleged prior arrangement with the neighbor.
You stay in there, you're going to move your feet.
Update available? Heck no, not yet. Jelly maker ready.
And if you can have the 32 come to Hamel and Eagle, please.
Oh, what the heck? Pompous smirk. It's on the back. Oh. Anyways. Skibbity toilet. Okay, for real though. What is that thing? What is that freaking thing? Die. 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 Okay. I killed the bug thing. It's dead now. Because it was freaking disturbing my making. I'm almost out of coffee already. What the heck?
I have Fanta in my custody right now. She broke into somebody's apartment, and she told me to give you a call.
On just as a little was in my eye that's bothering me. Just to say that I was here.
In contacting her mother to locate this position, the woman's behavior remains unchanged.
I bet y'all will love this Easter egg. But Anyways, this poster frickin' fell. Why isn't this anchored? Also, Mom, I'm only taking tiny sips of it. You see how slow I'm walking? I can run fast too, you know. It's just I can run back out here, but I can't get in. Because it's impossible to jump now. I can't even go out into the forest. What do you mean? Put other important information here. I mean, let's look at this, dude. Can I even change it? Poster part. Okay.
A few moments later, the mother arrives and attempts to come to her rescue.
Now what should I add? I'm gonna tell my mom again. Now what else should I add? Speaking to the microphone. What else should I add? Mom, what else should I add?
Monsters.
No, not. Oh my god. The monsters are not in this part. What else?
Trash.
Oh! Oh! Oh, perfect! I'm gonna spread trash on the floor. Who is this? Who in the world volunteered to be in here? No. I'm not doing Bendy in the ink machine.
Despite her combative attitude, the officers remain calm and methodical as they assess the situation.
Anyways, we have this dumpster here. Perfect. And also, conveniently... Okay, let's do this. Pick up trash. I can't. Group as a model. the freaking trash can in here. Go all the way up here. Go here. Do that. What? Why aren't the poster? You're kidding me. Huh? Okay.
Maybe like she have any mental health stuff going on you're aware of? Probably, you don't know.
Okay.
Have you ever let her in your apartment?
Okay. Put that into the subway. Perfect. And now let's play test. Let's play test.
They learned that this isn't the first time the woman has caused trouble. The neighbor recounts an earlier incident where she was in his apartment, but later refused to leave.
This ain't bad. What if I make the next part a school? Oh! That's gonna be a part. Let's add in some graffiti. Because there's bad people in this game. Graffiti.
Do you know if her mom's home? Do you know where it's at by chance? What do you want to see?
Shit.
You just want her to leave you alone? Are you looking to like come down to the station to pursue like signing charges? Well, this is your apartment, right? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. It's completely your call, you know. But you know, I don't know. If you want to have her arrested and sent to jail, you know, you would come down to the station to sign charges. You would need to follow us down. Okay. Do you drive or do you need a ride? Or? You got a car? All right. Yeah. Take a look around. See if. We'll come knock on the door.
Meanwhile, the woman insists on her innocence, continuing her defiant behavior.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. He's coming around. Yeah, he was just parked over there. He's coming around the parking lot. So you'll likely end up following him down to the station. Right. Yeah. It'll be a few minutes. If you want to hang out. Is that somebody you know?
Oh, now I know one way. I know one thing to do, and it's something that I made. Now where's it at? Mesh parts? No. What if I do this? I look. Oh.
Her mother shifts the blame to the neighbor, arguing that he shouldn't have let her inside his home previously.
Now, where's the gore? Where's the gore guy? I'm looking for it. Oh. Ooh. Yep. Boop, 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 boop. Whoa! That could be the killer. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep that there. Use this as the chase guy. Perfect. But I guess I don't really care, so let's move this dude. Dang. This shows what happened here.
He's working on a couple things. This is not a fast process, unfortunately. But if you guys want to hang out in the car, give us a few minutes. Okay, I mean, I see what you're saying, but that doesn't at any time give her a right to break a window and go into his apartment.
The officer clarifies the circumstances with the mother and questions her further about her daughter's medical history.
Does she have any kind of mental health diagnosis? Does she have any kind of mental health diagnosis?
Yeah, she just came from Akron General Hospital for in a medication over there. So the medication was supposed to take it before you go to the gate because for the appointment again with a coach. They arrested me looking for this Monday. So I was just to take her to Akron General right now. That they do all the shot, the one working on the all put down.
What was the mental health diagnosis?
I don't know. No, the Akron General Hospital. I have to take her there. They have to do a shot and the medication.
You don't know what the diagnosis is. You don't know what she's been diagnosed with. No. Did you tell her to leave at any point? Yeah. So you said you were asleep. So you woke okay. So you woke up to her.
I haven't talked in quite a bit.
She was in the apartment. Did you tell her to leave? Okay.
At the station, the woman shows no signs of cooling off. In fact, she's just getting started. After gathering statements and assessing the evidence, they arrest her on charges of burglary and trespassing. Number 4. Police remind defiant woman who's in control. A woman confronts police during a tense investigation, mistakenly believing her father is helping them take her kids. Emotions flare as she accuses her father and vents her frustrations. Here's what happens next.
Hey, know what I want to do? Go detain her. Know what I want to do? Put her in jail. Put her in jail. Put her in jail. Yeah. Put her in jail. Did that hit you in the face? Yeah, you see. Yeah. I just want to make sure. Yeah. Put her in jail. Yeah. The kids to my mother. Ma'am. Stop. You're being detained. Battery low. Risha, come get my baby, please. She just slapped me in front of the boy. I ain't even touch you, Daddy. Come on now, did I touch my daddy? Daddy, I ain't even touch you. I ain't gonna resist these people.
I'm not gonna touch you with the baby.
But I ain't even touch my daddy. Come on now, y'all know I ain't even touch my daddy. Yeah, just let her go.
Hang tight for me.
I'm going home.
I know, we gotta talk though. We gotta talk. You done gone too far now.
Yeah.
I just spilled it on myself. What?
Baby, you were doing that all morning.
You're freaking napkin! What is wrong with you?
I don't have a napkin.
Then get
Why
one!
are you talking to me like that?
Get one!
I don't have one, baby.
Then find one.
Where am I supposed to get one? If I don't have one.
The woman, clearly upset, denies wrongdoing
Crap.
and continues to argue the case. Her frustration grows as she mentions feeling
Just hope this
betrayed by a
thing's
family
still
who
working.
she believes are plotting against her.
So see, I gotta,
Hold on, I have to check this.
aside from what just happened,
It works? Okay, it works.
whether we're talking about the shooting, whether we're talking about the kids, that matters. Like I said, I've got 2 open cases out here right now.
Yeah. Now, me and you was talking on something else. And she come hit me in the face in front of me.
I saw it.
Yeah. But I'm not saying I don't want her to go to jail. I was just trying to talk to her, let her know what you talking about.
That was not anchored.
But the kids up there, can you please just let her go? Yeah. Stop. Oh, good, Mama. So I ain't never been in no trouble, no nothing. Hey, okay.
Remove this stupid Zaxist. Let's anchor this.
Is that your baby? I got 4 kids. Could you do us a favor?
Hey Mom, what is wrong with this picture here? Look, what's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture? But no, watch this. Why?
I've already talked to him.
To have a dead
I
body?
know you're traumatized.
It's a freaking horror game.
Hey, well, I'm really tired of your attitude, baby.
That's because you do not understand any of me.
Well, you don't need to treat me that way.
And then you walk up and throw down. And he did. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Initially, we did talk about.
The officers listen and try to calm her down, reminding her of the seriousness of her actions and the importance of de-escalating the conflict.
I have proof of any of that. So it was just a conversation, and he was just asking for the number to the police department in case there was an incident in the future. Right now, we didn't have anything. So the subject then changed to his knowledge of what's been going on out here, which is why we're out here in the first place. And that's out of nowhere, you hit my slinging.
Yeah, we're doing good. I've been recording for an hour. I've been doing good at this. I'm doing a whole bunch of good things with this. Hold on. I gotta do something. Hold on. I can't grab myself. Whatever. Okay.